So, so I had some videos appear on my dashboard from Inside Edition and other local news areas because I watch a lot of Inside Edition, and due to that, there's a lot of recommendations. And there are these two videos that just stood out to me, and quite frankly, I'm appalled. I'm really appalled. It's not even funny. I'm so pissed off. These videos I saw, oh my god. These videos I saw were teachers who obviously did not know how to keep their damn hands to themselves. One video is of a gym teacher, a grown-ass man who is bigger, stronger, dragging a student, a female student, because she refused to go swimming. So the teacher took it upon himself to drag her, manhandle, to physically drag her off the bleachers she was sitting on, drag her down the steps, and try to get her in the pool. And the one thing for sure that stands out most in this video is that her fellow classmates went to intervene. There is one girl in particular that goes in between the other girls, that uses her legs as a way to secure her from being pulled anymore. We have other students throwing water at him, hitting him with noodles. You can clearly see the girl yelling and screaming, kicking away, trying to fight him off, trying to say, stop, let go, my top is coming off. You can clearly see her top coming off. And at no point did the gym teacher, who is a grown-ass man, who is an adult, back up and go, what am I doing? No. And the reason why this all happened was because she didn't want her hair wet. She didn't hit the guy. She didn't do anything wrong. If I was in his shoes, I would have said, you don't want your hair wet? Okay, you have two choices. I can either fail you or you can go into the pool. If you don't want to get in the pool, I'm going to fail you. You're not going to go to cheerleading because she's a cheerleader. And you can take it up with your mom. You can take it up with your cheerleading coach. You can take it up with your principal. Regardless of the matter, you have a choice. If I was that teacher, I would have given her a choice. But that was it. I wouldn't grab her. He grabs her, and you can tell from the students are coming to her aid. You know, if it was just like she was mouthing off and everything, you wouldn't see the students come to her aid. Obviously, they saw something was wrong, and they went to intervene. Then you have another teacher. In the video, it clearly shows that this female teacher is having an argument with another student. What the argument is about, we don't know. But it's obviously caused some distress to a student to a point where she's having an anxiety attack. So this student, obviously having a panic attack, obviously needs to get out, attempts to get out the room, but the teacher pushes her back. The girl simply states, I'm having an anxiety attack. I need to get out. I need to get out. So the girl goes to get out. And in the process, this woman puts her hands around her, blocking her, trying to keep her in the classroom. During the scuffle, this isn't like the shirt came off during the scuffle. No, this woman deliberately pulls the shirt off. Even when this girl is now inside the classroom, the shirt is off and she is exposed. Who the fuck are these teachers who think that they're entitled to put their hands on anyone? Keep your damn hands to yourself. I don't care. The girl in the second video said, yes, I could have done something, I could have said something, I could have handled it differently, but the teacher has no hands, real right to put her hands on me. And it's true. That's like saying the building's on fire. You raise your hand. Can I leave the building because the building's on fire? No, you think I'm going to stay there? I'm out the door. Building's on fire. I'm in a situation that I need to get out of. I'm having an anxiety attack. It's not fun. I've had anxiety attack before, and it's not fun. Trust me. It's not fun. And the freaking school did nothing. Oh well, there's no wrongdoing. Watch the video. There's no wrongdoing for the female teacher to put her hands on a student, but there's wrongdoing for the male teacher to put his hands on the student. There's something wrong there, because both of them were in the wrong. Even the lawyer of the first girl said, stop means stop. No definitely means no. If that male teacher put his hands on me, I'm bopping him in the face. Who the fuck are you to put your hands on me? I don't give a rat's ass who you are. Keep your damn hands to yourself. I don't care. Keep them to themselves. Unless the student is in a life-threatening situation, unless the student is threatening harm to another student or to the teacher, unless you are defending yourself, those are the only times you can put your hands on anyone. And I have seen these 3 reasons happen before me. There was one when I was in high school. One of the students started choking. And a teacher seeing this runs to the student and goes and performs the Heimlich maneuver, which proved to be successful. And the student was able to breathe. The ambulance was called in. They took the boy to the hospital. That was a life-threatening situation because the student was choking. So the teacher, seeing that this was a situation that needed to be handled, seeing that this child was in a life-threatening situation, went and did something about it. Performed the Heimlich maneuver. Okay? Another example. Now, I was told by a classmate and a friend of mine. There was a gentleman who was head of security for our school, who was a former Marine. And whenever the principal had said, hey, I need you to bring this student in, he would go in. He would simply go open the door. He'll walk in. He'll say, hello to the teacher. And then he'll point at you. If you're the perpetrator, he'll point at you and tell you, come here. If you saw that, you had to come here. You had to do that. Apparently, one day he was told to get a student, and the student was on their lunch break. According to my friend, she said that he went to get the student, and the student was one of those guys who were the troublemakers. They would mouth off. They would do whatever they want because they think that, they were entitled or whatever. Apparently, the student took a swing at him. And he dodged it. The student goes to take a swing at him again. He was able to not only dodge it, but to catch it and to restrain the student. The student kept on fighting and resisting, and in the process, the security guard ends up not body slamming, but puts him on the table to restrain him so he's able to control the situation even more. And then that's how it happened. This security guard did, in my opinion, everything right. Because if he was to take a swing at the student, there could have been a lawsuit. Obviously it would not have looked good on him. It would have turned into a total different situation. But he was trying to restrain. The whole idea was to try to restrain the student from hurting him or possibly anything else. Wanted to keep the situation controlled as best he could. And that's what he did. The police were called and the kid was taken into police custody. And the reason why I know this was because I remember, I think, coming back from driver's ed, and in the process, everyone was coming out from their study hall or lunch hour from whatever it was. And I saw the student that I happen to know because I have classes with the guy. Obviously this guy's a troublemaker. He was sitting in the, there's this office area where you have to go to check in if you're late or if you have a doctor's appointment and you get a pass and so forth. He was sitting there, and the head of security was talking to the police, people, and obviously you could see the guys like handcuffed in the back. And I overheard the security guy when, like, I didn't want to do it. It was the only way I could restrain him. Hey, whatever responsibility I have to take, I will take full responsibility. I was trying to keep control in the best way that I could, whatever it was. Um, Obviously, nothing happened. No charges were uh, going on because the gentleman still kept his job, at least that I know of. The gentleman still kept his job, and the kid obviously went to school. So I don't know. I guess the kid was on probation or something because he wasn't suspended or expelled. He was still able to go to school. But yeah, that's that one. Another one I actually saw right before my eyes was when I was going down to the computer lab and with my class and everything. And obviously something had happened between these girls prior to class because one of the girls came down and literally from across the hall shouts to this other girl who was literally walking by me, going, "All right, no one's around. What you gonna do?" The other girl says, "I'm not gonna do anything." Calls her a derogatory name, which pisses the other girl off. And the girl starts to walk up her aggressively, all up in her face. And she goes, "What you say? What you say?" The girl says the name again. And this girl obviously, what? Goes and has her hand cocked. So her hand's like this, cocked up, ready to throw a punch. And all of a sudden, this door opens up, and a gentleman, a teacher, casually walks out of the classroom, goes in between the girls, takes the girl by the arm that she's cocked back. Now, he's not like throwing her down. He has a firm grip on her so that if she tried something, she wouldn't be able to. At the same time, he's also restraining her to keep her there. They do, in fact, because she's pulling, they do, in fact, go into a wall, but that's only because she's trying to pull away, and he's, of course, trying to keep her there. He does turn to the girl that she was going after, tells her, "You need to go. Go." And the teacher was involved, and that girl ended up going to the principal's office, and the girl that she was going after was called to go down to the principal's office. What resolution happened, I don't know. I just know what was going on. Obviously, something had happened between these girls prior to class, and that the girl wanted to continue it. That right there is a complete example of what was done and it was done correctly. There was a reason for it. But these other teachers, like, keep your hands to yourself. You're talking to a girl who has been in schools where the teachers thought it was okay to put their hands on students. You're talking to a girl who was in preschool, yanked up from the floor and thrown up to a cot as I'm telling this teacher A, whatever she was, let go, you're hurting me, let go. Throws me on the cot for whatever reason, thinking that, oh, because I'm an adult, I'm bigger, I'm smarter, and you're stupid and you're small, I can do whatever. Bullshit. Keep your damn hands to yourself. You're talking to a girl who has seen a teacher shake a hysterical 4-year-old in preschool, shaking her, yelling and screaming at her in her face, saying, "Stop it, stop it." You're shaking a 4-year-old. This 4-year-old is obviously in distress. This 4-year-old, for whatever reason, is crying in hysterics. How about call that child's mother or father and tell them, "Hey, you need to get your child. I can't control the situation. Something's wrong. She won't say. She's crying in hysterics. You need to collect your child." It's either that or I have to put her in with the principal's office, and the principal will decide what to do with her from there. Your choice. Come get your child, because I don't want to do anything that was gonna cause some problems, some issues in the end. Simple as that. That could have ended that solution. Or like, "Hey, what's going on?" Take that child somewhere else, and go, "What's going on? What's happening?" Yelling and screaming and shaking that child, a 4-year-old who's obviously was in hysterics, probably has some sort of separation anxiety. Something happened, that's not okay. That is not okay. You're also talking to a girl a teacher again, was entitled thinking that because she's the teacher, she's an adult, she has the right to have power over you, some sort of control. When she asked me what I didn't understand of some math problem, and I tried to tell her what I wasn't understanding, she's talking over me and has the audacity to take my hand and throw it on the ground and say, listen to me. You're talking over me. You asked me a question. I am trying to answer that question. If you're talking over me as I'm trying to answer that question, that's on you. You obviously want it done your way. That doesn't work like that. If you are a teacher and you don't want to work with children, don't work with children. Don't be a teacher. But certainly don't put your hands on any child because you are frustrated, because you have a problem. You have a problem? Get the hell out of the classroom. Do whatever exercises you have to do when you're stressed out. Or better yet, resign. Don't put your hands on anybody. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you're a teacher, a supervisor. If you are not in a life-threatening situation, if there is no situation where you have to defend yourself in any shape and form, don't put your hands on anyone. What did the child do? And you're a teacher, a grown-ass teacher, a grown-ass adult who is capable to comprehend what is right and what is wrong, because wrong is wrong, right is right. Obviously, you are perfectly capable of knowing what is right and what is wrong. You obviously are capable to make good and bad decisions. You are obviously capable to take on the consequences that come with the actions you choose. That's just tyranny. And for schools to say the biggest lie of, oh, we do not tolerate bullying, that should go for the teachers too. Because I have been in schools, in an elementary school, where each teacher had a problem. I had a teacher. You're talking to a girl who had a teacher in 3rd grade who came out in front of everybody because she was frightened and said, I wish the school could let us spank little children. Put your hands on me. Go ahead. Because when I tell my mom and tell them what you did, you're not going to like it. Because that's defense. Try it. Because I'm telling you, if I was in that little girl's shoes and that man put his hands on me, I'm punching him in the face. I don't give a rat's ass who he is. Teacher, no teacher. You don't put your hands on me. You don't put your hands on anyone. If I am not in a life-threatening situation, if I am not doing anything that clearly is harmful to you and other people, if I'm not doing anything, period, don't put your hands on me. Simple as no. Obviously, that girl who had the anxiety attack, what could have been done was different. That teacher could have taken her aside. What's going on? You all right? Okay, let's get you to the nurse's office. Not pull her in and still continue to take the shirt off. And nothing has done? Nothing's done. Teachers can be bullies too. Everyone forgets that. Bullying should not be tolerated, period, from anyone. So yeah, no. Keep your damn hands to yourself. That's all I'm going to say. Keep your damn hands to yourself. Because one of these days, you're going to pick on the wrong person and you're going to learn real quick. When that day will come, I have no idea. I hope it doesn't happen to you for your sake. But one day you're going to pick on the wrong person and that person is not going to tolerate it. Trust me, I've seen that happen. And 9 out of 10 of the times, it wasn't a good result. Fair warning. Fair warning.